we have begun.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know how did we introduce this originally?
So the last time we introduced it, we said, hello, welcome to the Mediate Podcast. We're doing a new shtick, basically.
And already we're throwing up the schedule now. We have Harry on as a guest.
There you go. Now there's only one episode I've not been part of. And it's the previous music video mates episode.
But yeah, so Harry had a music video that he wanted to show us all, but in order to stick to our schedule of having two, he picked one of our sort of music videos that we will probably do at some point in the future. He picked one of those that he felt was thematically the closest to the one that he's going in to play for us later. But currently we have just sat down and watched The Blue Song by Mint Royale. I always forget what it's called. I paused because I had to look it up on the video we have just seen. So this was this music video that I'm aware of. It was on my list. Obviously, Harry knows about it.
I'd seen it before as well.
Yeah. But this was Ethan's first time watching it.
Yeah, it surprises me a lot that you two had watched this and I had never seen it. And a couple of things you were saying as we went into the watching the video, I think Harry said it's amazing how he turned this into just a whole film. I had no idea what he was talking about until the video properly started, and it was just a guy singing along and dancing in his own car. So I presume Edgar Wright was behind this video? Did he direct it?
It was directed by Edgar Wright, and then fully fleshed out into Baby Driver, which is a film that has more or less the same premise in its opening scene.
Yeah.
Although that film has a different song, obviously. And I guess it's slightly less comedic.
Yeah, it also has a bit where he's like flicking through the TV and this briefly pops up on the TV, so it does get a kind of shout out in the film
An
itself.
Easter egg, I guess, right?
Yeah. But with its connection to Baby Driver, it was one of those things I just kind of assume you'd be aware of. But
yeah, it's interesting. I'd never ever listened to this song or heard of somebody called Mint Royale. So tell me a little bit about the group, Jonathan. Is
I
it
have no idea about them.
Oh, you don't know?
I literally just know this music video, and I know it through.
But you like
Baby
the song,
Driver.
I presume, right?
Yeah. It's just a very a good poppy song. It's a good. It's a good song to be. I remembered his name whilst we were watching it because I knew I'd have to say it, and now I immediately forgot. Yeah, Noel Fielding. It's a great song just for Noel Fielding to dance weirdly to in a car.
It's weird. Noel Fielding's one of those guys that I've actually seen pop up in quite a few music videos. He plays Vlad the Impaler in Vlad the Impaler by Kasabian, which is again a really, really funny comical music video that I guess has some kind of... It's a little bit sinister from a certain point of view, and I guess this isn't quite the same way, but it is tense watching it, because one of the good things that music videos can do is just tell a story without any dialogue. And yeah, there's a little bit of conversation at the start, but you kind of know instantly that they're robbing a bank, basically, with a few well-timed shots that get all the details that you need. And then instead of going to follow the action happening in the bank, what you instead see is Noel Fielding in his car trying to deflect suspicion away from him, which is something that you wouldn't think the getaway driver would necessarily be involved with, which is quite fun.
Yeah. It does a very good job of just creating very immediately this character of Noel Fielding in there. Just him picking out a CD as he's asking them how long it's going to be, and then when he's asked, "What, do you not have a watch?" he's saying, "I don't read too good," and then just him just kind of very relaxed dancing in this until the sort of moment where security is coming up, so he sort of hastily goes through all these signs that he's got, so loading, broken down, before putting on a hat and saying collecting Mr. Smith. It's very well done. I know. So you've also got Nick Frost in the back there.
Yeah, you did.
And
you had
Julian Barrett, I think his name is,
and the other guy. I can't remember the guy's name.
I had to look this up. Because obviously we all know who he is because he's in so many British kind of like he's in
Black Mirror.
Yeah, he's in Black Mirror and
Luther.
He's in Edgar Wright's TV show Spaced as well, which is what they're all in Spaced.
I didn't know they were all in Spaced.
But yeah, Michael Smiley is his name.
Michael Smiley, yeah. I know him from the episode of Black Mirror White Bear. He's one of the people that I think helps out the main character. Ends up not being a very nice person, but yeah. So for I guess kind of English, not legends, but well, 3 of them are probably English legends. Michael Smiley, because we didn't remember his name, probably.
Well, he's also in the film, the Ben Wheatley film, which is also folk horror, a bit like White Bear. It's kind of...
What's the film called?
That's a good question. I'm going to look it up. Also, just as a distraction, I looked at the Johnny's bookcase and saw the Orphan Bundle, which is a good memory.
Oh, cool.
So I actually had a look at that earlier on today, and I thought, that's funny, but why is that funny? I can't remember the joke that we had about Annie.
The film is called Kill List.
Oh, Kill List.
And it also has Michael Smiley in like a sinister role.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a good music video.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I think it's a mixture of both the song and just Noel Fielding dancing. But I just find this an impossible song/music video to like watch or listen to without just like bopping from side to side, just imagining the windscreen wipers going and like dancing along with him. It's just a very... And yeah, it's the thing, because like this song, I came across it with the music video, so I don't know how much is the song itself being this kind of upbeat, poppy, nice thing to dance to, and how much is seeing Noel Fielding just really get into it. But the combination of both just make this a very fun song and music video for me. Very enjoyable.
Do you know how old this song is, roughly? So
No.
I would imagine probably 2000.
If I had to guess, I'd say 2003 or 4, and looking up, it's 2002. So
That's older than I thought it would be.
it's the kind of spaced era, I guess.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is kind of around that time.
Do you know if this would have been before Edgar Wright's first feature?
It would have been around, like, after Fistful of Fingers, but before Shaun of the Dead.
Oh yeah.
So
I
before
always
his
forget Shaun of the Dead's not his debut.
so before his first real film.
Yeah. Well, what I kind of enjoy watching these sorts of videos, and I mean, I didn't know going into it it would be Edgar Wright. But I think, as we know, a lot of directors start off making music videos because they've got to show that they have the ability to tell a story in quite a short time frame, without much dialogue, just all from visual cues. So I find it quite fun to watch these sorts of things because you get kind of small snippets here and there of, I guess, techniques or particular styles they have that would go on to just basically shape their career.
Yeah. Like you can see. Because like one of the things I sort of thought when watching it this time is it's not just Noel Fielding and the car that dances, the camera kind of does as well with the cuts that it does.
Yeah, it's got the Edgar Wright editing style, doesn't it?
It does.
It
really does.
That also makes it very, very sort of poppy.
Yeah.
The main other kind of no one I think really thinks first of like Richard Ayoade as a director, but because I really enjoy like 2 of his films that I've watched, he also to me is like someone that directed music videos and then...
Oh yeah, because he worked with the Arctic Monkeys, didn't he?
Yeah, he did quite a few of theirs, I think.
I mean, there are tons of other. Jonathan Glazer, I think, did Karma Police by Radio. He started off doing that. Michel Gondry, who we'll be recording a podcast on later on today, started off, I think, making music videos for Bjork, mainly. So a lot of these directors start off in that kind of area, which is really, really cool. And not something that I think you would expect, really, without looking into it.
I think part of the reason I wanted to be on this podcast is because obviously I've dissed music videos. You know, we've had a lot of music video discussions, and I won't go into all that again. But when you have an artist and a director whose like visions match, they can create this really complementary thing where both the video and the music like not only work well together but also like work well apart. And like you say, it is a good breeding ground for like creative filmmakers. Like all of the ones you just named have a distinct kind of style that carries over from their videos to their film.
Yeah, definitely.
It's when you get a guy, I think he's making Apocalypse Now, you know, and you know, especially there's a lot of like kind of lazy music videos, but I think this is a really good example of one.
Yeah. Should we move on to the song that complements this one?
Yeah. So why do you think it complements it? I guess I'll ask that.
Probably
question.
because it's set in a car. That's the only thing I can think of. Unless Edgar Wright has directed multiple music videos, but not from the sounds of it, because I think you picked this song as a meme.
Yes.
It's not very good, so I doubt Edgar Wright was involved.
Okay.
Maybe it's just got Noel Fielding again.
So I picked it for 2 reasons, one more pretentious than the other. So one reason is I'm obsessed with the Tony Blair period in pop culture and just how weird it is, because you've got like this like Britpop ending to like a craze of like dance and like indie music. You've got like filmmaking getting really weird with the Star Wars prequels and like its imitators bringing in like uncanny CGI that's aged really poorly. At the time where video games were getting like slightly more realistic, so you have this weird like uncanniness in both film and like the high budget films and like games as well. And I just think culture was really weird post 9/11 as well. So my video is from '98 and this is 2002, and this is like the good type of like you can tell it's from the early 2000s, but it's good. I'm gonna pick a late '90s music video that is like one of the worst things I've ever seen, but it's also very funny. And the other similarity is the fact that if I search Blue Song on YouTube, it is directly below it.
Oh my god!
So we're gonna watch Eiffel 65 Blue Dabba Dabba Da.
I mean, that's an amazing coincidence that you want to show us a video and then you happen to look on our spreadsheet and find a song that had like the exact same title or something very similar.
It's a blue. It is the Blue Song. And what I really want to delve into is I want to read the item descriptions and delve into the lore of the Blue universe they set out, in both the lyrics and the video, the images you see. Because I'm obsessed with trying to decipher what's happening in the video and what the blue world is like. So let's have a look now.
Let's watch it.
Into the Bluniverse. Well, we've just witnessed that. I am caught in this wire. I'm no longer caught in this wire. I am ruining that. And so we've just watched that.
Yeah, so that's Blue Davidi Davidai by Eiffel 65, who I think are German.
Okay.
It's one of those songs a bit like
Say no more. Say no more.
Yeah, a bit like Mambo Number 5, where it's like a weird pop song from that era that still gets played at like discos, and you realise it's by a German person. You're like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not to be rude, but there's no way this is an English song from 1998 because it is just so dated. I can't.
Yeah.
Even these effects, man, they're old.
Yeah, the effects are incredible. So obviously it's a bad song, but I love some of the lyrics. I have a girlfriend and she is so blue is a great lyric. And I also love blue are the feelings that live inside me, which imply that people in the blue world are like really depressed. So I just find it interesting about this concept of a blue world with blue people on it, and how it completely contradicts this weird video, which is about the blue people kidnapping a member of Eiffel 65 while he's performing the song on Earth. They put him in this blue orb and then are flying off. Yeah. The remaining members get in a spaceship to rescue him. The kidnapped member is dropped into a concert either on the blue world or the blue spaceship. I don't know what you guys think. And starts kind of singing to the blue people, not caring that he's been kidnapped. Mm-hmm. And then you just get these great scenes of the other members trying to rescue him, engaging in combat with the blue people, where they have these weird orb abilities. One has force lightning, one can shoot the orbs. The amazing shot of them doing a punch left and right as they're running to him in time with the music.
I mean, I don't have to imagine it. I can watch it in front of me.
We're watching it right now. I love the little karate kick that the blue guy does. I'm honestly obsessed with it. The weird Dutch angle and camera spins and the really bad CGI. The shots of the guy running towards the camera. The way the storyline makes no sense, where suddenly they're all performing for the blue people, and despite massacring all of the members of the spaceship, they become friends. And also the idea that the entirety of Earth is begging Eiffel 65, please come back. We need you guys to sing your blue song. Or is this the origin story of the song, where they've discovered the blue world through this contact with the blue aliens? I need your guys' opinions on the video and the lore behind the blue universe.
So my guess is they wrote this song and it's originally it's metaphorical, just being oh, I'm feeling a bit sad, feeling blue, a pun on that. But how sometimes they beam out songs to space to see if there's aliens near, they'll contact back. So presumably they beamed this song out, and then it just became really popular with these blue aliens because they were yeah,
we're blue.
We're blue. I live in a blue house, blue windows. My girlfriend is also blue because we're all blue. And so they became really popular. So then they were right, we need to recruit only the singer because we only like him. The rest of the band can stay.
It starts with these TVs and this tiny temper earthquake-esque effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool. It kind of reminds me of the Crazy Frog era of music video as well. Of the idea of having this CGI mascot or cartoon doing your music video, I feel was a thing around him this time. And I also think part of it is because of like the see, music videos, like they obviously were on the internet, but like they didn't really have YouTube, like file sharing. There wasn't like a website where videos were kind of hosted in the same way. So the way music videos were kind of displayed was through like MTV. So I often think like a very catchy, annoying song with like a standout music video was like a guaranteed way of being a hit. So I imagine these two probably came out together, and the weirdness of like the effects, which probably looked like groundbreaking at the time, made it like more of a hit on MTV.
And that's the thing. I don't know if I would. Normally, when I watch these kinds of things that are very of its time, or even then, I don't even know if this is very of its time. I'm normally happy that they exist because they progress something, or they're a mark on the world in the sense that they're looking at technology and CG and doing something that kind of pushes the barrier a little bit. But I don't even know if I can see much benefit from it, or that it would have been as important as... God, we just saw the karate chop again. I don't think it would have been as important as something else from 1998 that probably used CG in a more exciting way.
The thing I was just looking up is when Tron came out, the original Tron.
Oh, Tron is fucking
That's
centuries
82.
old.
That's the 80s, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
so
old film,
that's
old
82.
film.
So like they've clearly, like the CGI in that is so much better.
To be fair to Eiffel 65 or whatever
This
they're
would
called.
be a much lower budget.
Yeah, they probably get like £10 from the German government to like leave their country, and this is what they did with it.
Yeah.
I guess
Not just to leave
potentially
the
this
country,
is
leave the planet.
That's
right?
true.
What it is.
Please come back.
yeah. This is probably then like potentially revolutionary for the budget. I don't know.
Harry,
It's just very funny, isn't it?
How did you discover this video?
Oh, it's just one of those like when there's like sometimes I was going like dabby I was like, why have I got that like a song in my head? So I like wanted to search it up and then just found the video hilarious. So I've watched it many times. I have a girlfriend and she is so blue. If I hear the word girlfriend, I always want to sing, I have a girlfriend and she is so blue. The way they deliver all, like, blue like my Corvette, in and outside, like that weird note they hit. It's great, honestly.
What the song itself reminds me of lyrically is like, oh my god, it's so childish and it literally sounds like a baby has put these lyrics together in an attempt to be catchy. It reminds me, I'm probably being a bit harsh here, but the songs in Symphogear that we did on Animediate, where the lyrics are put together by what feels like a computer because there's nothing there in terms of a human connection. It's just, let's string some goo goo gaga kind of words together and see if they stick.
I think it has more in common with like the kind of like songs for babies and like an algorithm makes, like Baby Shark and like Johnny Papa. There's like things that like YouTube Kids channels make that like they just get in the heads of like children. I feel like this is like the 90s version of that. But like because of the lack of internet, it had to like go through like culture. We keep getting recommended this 25-minute video of the song of it. I probably should have come and done some prep. But I just find the blue universe very intriguing, and would also be curious to see what the blue planet is like, and if everything on it is blue. I don't know if you guys.
You'd probably be surrounded by these people singing this song, and that's not something I would want to subject myself to.
In their spaceship, they seem to have some like green color they use for their computers. So I don't think everything is
not all
exclusively blue.
Yeah.
Do you think they should make a Dark Souls game set in the blue world?
Is that the new From Software game that's coming out?
Well, like if you look at Celestial Emissaries and Living Failures, they are the blue aliens. They are from the blue world.
It's what makes them, I think, so almost creepy. It's just how humanoid they are.
Why is the girlfriend so blue? Does that mean she's like a paler colour? Is there racism in the blue world?
This is the trailer for Avatar 2.
Exactly. Like when I think about Avatar, I always think about the blue world. Now it's a concept of the blue world that I think you need to like take forward with you in your lives.
Is he called Sully, like the main character?
Jake Sully, yeah.
He probably really relates to the line, "My girlfriend is so blue."
Yeah, that's the kid.
That's who it was written for.
They've got Corvettes as well.
Yeah, they do, in and outside. See, I don't have much more to add other than I just want to.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I
show you
can't
the-
watch that shot of the camera going over them as they're all waving their hands in the crowd one more time. It's got to stop being on loop, I'm afraid.
All right.
We've broken Ethan.
Should we call that a day?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think we ought to.
I just wanted to highlight to you guys the power of music videos and their importance. With maybe my favourite video.
I think we really felt that today.
My life has definitely changed since this moment.
Listen up, here's a story about a little guy lived on the blue world.